调查啊。现在要找假的浪漫火花名片，一个就在前面，一个在左边那里。走，就近原则，先到这个中间这里下面的。我估计8成是要打怪的啊。对，车厢里的好兄弟，是的，我说的就是他。他会在这个楼里吧？哦，在这个楼的楼上面。消光播放最多，哎，都是吃老本了。消光2，你看我的播放量好低，没办法，那些大主播来了，我就没有办法啦。粉丝没他多嘛，我又不是全职主播，没有那么多时间做那么多作品，还是要有作品，但偏偏我没有那么多时间做那么多的作品，就很难，就很艰难。在这里的下面呢，门在哪儿？在这边吗？啊，绿一色可还行。笑死！啊，在这里，还是要下去啊！这个有一说一啊，这个什么，一切的这一个恐惧都是由于火力不足，所以的话，我们这个就小一点的主播真爱粉多，那倒是，哦。这里推荐夜晚来，这里推荐夜晚来。白天的话僵尸太多了，这倒是。夜晚再回来，这个时候僵尸会少一些。附近找一个那个安全区先，就这里吧。这样我们附近找个安全区，然后晚上再回来。是，第2部的话主要是这个强制的政治正确的女主，这个挺让人反胃，这倒是真的。女主长得是丑，虽然我是一般玩游戏不太看长相，就是角色长相其实看的不多，但是这里实在太丑了。这里还有支线，顺便接一下。2个赛季前年级只有1个太阳球迷，现在呢？要说我是在那时在太阳的时候就是太阳球迷了，还有支线，一起接了吧。
Can you believe just yesterday those two were best friends?
What happened?
Last night someone stole Teresa's flour, all of it, a major harvest too. She could have made a killing. Without it, she got nothing. No flour, no sales, no money. She and her son won't last another month without the income.
Oh, she must be desperate to blame her best friend.
Ex-best friend. But it's just an accusation. It's not like she's got any evidence. She's a bit hot-headed, that's for sure.
所以闺蜜之间闹翻了，因为面粉被偷了，是吗？
You think she needs help?
Teresa? Why? Looking to earn some cash?
What? That's not why I...
You're a pilgrim, aren't you? You guys don't do anything for free. How much do they fork over for the water? She'll be near a shop.
Thanks for the tip.
赃物都跟一下喽，看这个任务是啥。德瑞莎呢？哦，这里。
Good morning, Pilgrim. Have I already thanked you for the water?
I hear you were robbed.
But my best friend, no less. I'm devastated. Really.
Devastated.
And why on earth would you jump to that conclusion about your best friend?
I didn't want to. But who else could it be? She was storing it for me, to keep it safe, she said. And now, it's conveniently gone. Me and my boy are left with nothing. If only she'd admit it and return the flower, I'd forgive her, I swear I would. Lord is my witness, if she's in trouble, I'll help her. But she's a stubborn one. We've had quite a harvest too. Wouldn't have had us living on Easy Street, but now we'll starve.
有证据吗？外面是什么情况？
The disappearance of the flower.
Theft, not a disappearance. And she didn't explain anything. She's lying through her teeth.
How do you know?
See it in her eyes. It's a lie. I look back and realize Anna's been a liar all along.
Do you have any proof that Anna did this?
Not exactly, but it was in her shed, wasn't it? In here, I thought she was doing me a favor offering to store it. Turns out, she was just making it easier for her to screw over me and my boy. Talk to her, would you? She won't listen to me. Maybe a stranger could get around her stubbornness. We can put this behind us.
还是要有证据吧？我感觉他是冤枉的。
She stole it because she was hungry. She can keep what she needs. Her shed's near the water tower. Please go talk to her.
I'll think about it.
这个任务先做吧。我们刚才接的那个任务，我感觉是晚上才能做，要进房间。这里还有一个位置地点了。黑暗洞穴，去水塔。先看一下任务啊。赃物，找到失窃的面粉，与安娜交谈。
Rail hurts the most.
就在这里啊，就在这里啊，这么近吗？咚咚咚。
Hey, Anna? Anna, I just want to talk.
Go away.
Talk to me and I'll go away. It won't take long.
Look, I know Teresa sent you. Fuck her and fuck you.
Fuck her and fuck you。还可以敲吗？敲。啊，现在是想办法到达安娜的位置，她锁门了，说白了就跑酷跑进去嘛。是啊，是消光2啊。这没勾上去吗？哦，好像路走反了哦。我知道了，路走反，应该是往这个方向走。哎，可以，然后再到这里。我来了，安娜。
Please just go away.
Can we please talk? I'd like to help.
Help what? Remind me of my poverty? My drinking problem? Or that I'm a heinous flower thief?
I'm not making assumptions. I just want to hear your story. I want to hear the truth.
The truth? You want the truth? Here's the truth. I would never rob a friend. Never. And that's the end of my story. Did Teresa tell you about the half year's wages she owes me? I needed Teresa to sell that flower so she could pay me. Why would I risk everything? My well-being, Teresa, and her sons, by stealing it?
我也觉得不是他偷的，应该就是被冤枉的。
I thought you were best friends.
So did I. Until today. Since the fall, we've been close. I lost my child. She lost her husband. I became very depressed. Suicidal. Teresa got me through it. She even cooked for me and my husband, who drank heavily. I can't believe she'd accuse me of this.
She'd mentioned you were storing the flower.
Figured it was the best way to keep watch over it, make sure I got paid. So we put it in my shed near the tower. I went to check on it this morning and nothing. All gone.
You didn't see anyone lurking nearby or anything suspicious?
You don't think I would have mentioned that by now? I can only tell you that I did not steal that flower. I wouldn't do that to Teresa, or to myself. The only strange thing was that nothing else was stolen. My buckwheat, my beets, untouched. Whoever it was only wanted the flower.
Interesting. Mind if I go check out the shed? Maybe it just needs to be looked at with a fresh pair of eyes.
Knock yourself out.
谢谢观众自然可可送的桃花。我感觉他不是，所以我们这现在是要变成一个破案的支线啊，把这个门开了，到时以后方便进来，不用每次都翻墙。现在要去外面去搜。你看有脚印，看到没？
Door's unlocked. Somebody must have. Nothing's broken. Someone was very familiar with footprints. One set of shoes. Thief worked alone.
侦探大白狼。
Rest of the supplies are untouched. They knew exactly what they were looking for.
有观众是不是说这个白光啊？这个白光是就是说探索者感知，幸存者感知吧。
Flower trail on the ground. Bags dragged this way.
这么明显的足迹吗？不会是坚守之道的剧本吧？
Trail ends here.
Used to watch so many movies in the old days. Now I couldn't name a single one. It's like
Who had the keys to the shed?
Me and my husband.
Nobody else? You sure? There's no sign of forced entry, Anna. Whoever took the flower had the keys. Or made copies.
So you do think it was me?
It's not out of the question.
I thought at least you would believe me. What next? How do I return something I haven't taken? You can't draw blood from a stone.
Calm down and think. Who else would do this? And why? Help me help you. Unless Teresa's right after all.
Hard to tell. Someone from the bazaar, perhaps? There's Dodger. That guy is capable of anything. And then there's Benny, Teresa's son. That's all I can come up with.
Dodge.
Who's this Dodger you mentioned?
He's a snake, that's why. One of the shadiest characters in the bazaar. Come to think of it, he took an interest in Teresa's grain harvest recently. Asked a lot of questions. Never paid any mind before.
I should talk to him.
You'll find him at the bazaar, but watch your back. He doesn't give a rat's ass about people. Just money.
这样。
What about Teresa's son? Why would he do this?
Normally, I wouldn't suspect him. Nice kid. I've known him all his life. He's like a son to me. But lately, he's been quiet, like he's got something to hide. And maybe he does. But no, Benny wouldn't have done this. It would break Teresa's heart, and he knows it. And even if he had taken the flower, why?
That seems to be the central question for everyone involved. Where can I find Benny?
Not sure. He's been making himself pretty scarce. That said, I'm sure Teresa's got him guarding their storehouses. Make sure what meager goods they have left are safe.
I'll look for him.
有观众问这是二周目吗？是的。
Share a secret with you. The storehouses are full of traps. So be careful.
陷阱。
My shed has nothing of the sort, which is probably why it was so easy to steal from.
这
And
样
as for Benny, Teresa keeps close tabs on her son. Ask her.
Can you tell me where you were the night the flower was stolen?
At home with my husband. There's not much more to say.
And not much more, or nothing.
有观众播到几点？抽完奖
I
就
was
差不多吧。
home with my husband.
抽完奖再
End
播一会儿
of。story. Accusations are devastating enough around here. I'm ruined.
And not if we find the flower and prove it was someone else.
Perhaps. But in my experience, the damage has been done.
那是造谣一张嘴，辟谣跑断腿，
Let's see what I can find out.
永远是这样子的。走吧。那我们跟着线索往下查，他给了几个嫌疑人，一个什么道奇，一个是那个当事人的儿子。有观众说收到抽奖可不可能，那你们得要有粉丝牌才行。嘿嘿，我们像惯例是喜欢粉丝牌抽奖的，你们懂的。主要前段时间已经开过很长一段时间的天选抽奖了，所以可以稍微调整一下，开一下那个粉丝牌抽奖。我们先去找那个他说的那个人，叫做道奇，Dodge。如果 DOGE 也是念道奇 Dodge 的话，那其实就是那个狗那个狗头表情啊 ，DOGE 也可以是理解成这个道奇啊。 感觉二周目现在更新了以后，支线多了很多，是真的。等我们升等级高了一些，或者开进了城市以后，我们再去做一些彩蛋，因为有很多彩蛋不在这个老城区。手头结局今晚抽奖没有啊？有粉丝牌就可以啊，这跟手头结局没关系吧？摸摸，不需要送新的礼物了，星座。你这个是自动就带有这个，自动就达标的，你不用担心，你可以参加。怎么可能不欢迎你参加呢？卖出全部值钱物品，升级制作零件。是啊，你不用担心，你是肯定够格，只要粉丝牌就可以了。哦，我们的那个武器改造的那个书现在已经是满级了哦，嚯，我自己都不知道哦，差不多满级了。我们之前真的刷了很多，看一下我们升级的制作配件技能小提示，在这里吧，改造，对。尖端改造，我们这个焚烧改造满级，然后这个杀伤改造也是满级，可以，已经炉火纯青了。卖一波贵重物品。它虽然有3级的这个史诗卖，但是没有必要。我自己有3级的史诗，不需要，没有到了新等级没有的时候才需要。它这里也是石虎可还行，没兴趣。这个是道奇。
You getting sentimental on me?
I have a mission for you. You have to defeat an army of virals and then jump into fire.
A jump? From how high?
What?
I'm jumping into fire, aren't I?
You got me. I'll be damned. And here I was thinking you were a stiff pilgrim. What do you need?
Teresa's flower was stolen, and I want to find out who did it.
Teresa's flower was... What the fuck?
Teresa，
got my attention.
特蕾莎修女都出来了。德瑞莎。
You know where Benny might be?
Do I look like his mother? Believe me, he's on top of my where are they now list. He went down in flames in our last card game. He almost literally bet the farm. And lost. So if you're looking for that flower, it's not Teresa's or Benny's no more.
啊
It's mine.
你这不是招供啊
To me. And if it's missing, it was stolen from me.
Aha. So Benny's in your debt.
Big time. Up to his ears, you might say.
面粉做的太。
Flower.
You think he stole it?
Could be. He's a dumb kid who might think that will stop me
哦，
from
这就
trying
可
to
以
collect.
说通为什么只有面粉失窃了。
Ask Mother Teresa. She's usually got the boy on a short leash.
笑死。
Except for poker nights, clearly.
Poker nights。
What do you know about a woman named Anna?
What, the one who works for Teresa? Not all that much. Her husband sometimes sits in on our card games. He never said boo about her. Not even a few pints in.
说明是个妻管严。
Something right there. So now you know I have the most skin in this game. If that flower isn't found, I am the big loser. So maybe check out Teresa's storehouses. Seems like just the place a dumb kid like Benny would think he could hide. And if you do get your hands on the flower, just kindly bring it straight to me. I'll pay you handsomely for the service, of course. But it's
所以打牌输了一堆面粉。
a lot of grief, and hey, I get my flower. We can put this behind us.
啊，我们有2个仓库可以搜寻，一个是北方的仓库，一个是南方的仓库。就近原则啦啊，那这样肯定先去1号了。 好，1号仓库就在前面。他之前的那个任务解说专门说了啊，那个仓库里面是有很多的陷阱的，说白了就是防贼的，是吧？所以的话，我们可能进去的时候要小心一点，大概这么个意思。也不知道他说的所谓陷阱是什么，总不至于布置一些僵尸吧？毕竟他那些仓库里放的吃的，他还得自己吃啊，对吧？在这里的正下方，我们要想办法进去，是这里吗？你们听到没有？
That floor doesn't look safe. Maybe there's another way.
我也听到了电流声。
Gotcha.
好，
Pretty empty as warehouses go.
守王这好安静，咋了？这不是慢慢的一个破案任务吗？用脚不行啊，非得用手。嗯，会有僵尸吧？不至于吧？
Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?
嗯，
Is that you, Pilgrim? You shouldn't be here, mate. How'd you get in?
You're Benny, right? We need to talk.
I don't like this. Dodger sent you, did he? Tell him I'm pulling together what I owe him. I just haven't got it yet.
Hold up, Benny. So you're saying you're in debt to Dodger?
Dodger hasn't sent you.
No. How much do you owe him? Only you had a reason to steal the flower.
You bastard. Do you think that just because you turn on the water, you got free run of the place?
Tell me I'm wrong.
I ain't telling you nothing. Fuck off.
嗯
Benny!
嗯，阿哲，这里还有僵尸，真过分！他是想把我们搞死啊！他这明显心虚了呀！是啊，僵尸数量还不少。 嗯，可以，可谓有惊无险啊。那个逼就想害死我们。一个人把你往满是僵尸的地方推，他想干嘛？对吧？杀人灭口嘛，很过分。好歹我们都帮他搞了水源这些东西。朋友们，你们觉得过不过分嘞 ？No, I don't want to fuck with you. 你砍了我一下是吧？很真实，我们有最真实的物理引擎。我们有最真实的物理引擎。我们有最真实的物理引擎，朋友们，这个物理引擎怎么样？可以打多少分？这物理引擎？就问你们这物理引擎屌不屌？螺旋起飞了可还行，被打到以后，这男主是什么何等的臂力怪？我操！你们想想，一个人要多大的力才可以拿一根棍子把一个人打得飞起来，螺旋起飞？是不是有点离谱？我操！这么多僵尸，再见！这相当于1代的冲击几，这还真不知道。反正就这物理引擎屌的一批。补给点。
Where are you, Benny?
“门在那边啊。”门在那个地方。又听到了声音了。听说你陷阱很多是吧？啊！哇，又断了一根。哎呀，感觉是年纪大了呀，这个撬锁都水平下降了，有没有？我感觉我1周目撬锁比这还厉害一点，2周目感觉有点年纪大了，发挥不好。跳个简单的居然断了。我操，这一下好痛。关掉了，空的啊！以我知道它的这个尿性都是空的。 11点要抽奖要，我先把这个过了。嗯。估计等会儿要进剧情。看完我看曼城去了，好，可以。Manchester City。
Look, mate, I haven't done anything. God is my witness. Let me go, please.
还想推我？
First, answer a few questions. But I want the truth. Did you steal the flower?
No, I don't even know where it is.
So why did you attack me?
Thought you might have been one of Dodger's boys, come to collect.
I see. You're in deep with Dodger and used your mother's bountiful harvest for collateral.
I was hot that night, mate. And the pot was big enough we could have bought the chance.
说白就是他拿面粉去赌注，然后赌博赌输了。
But then things got ugly and ain't no other way to tell it.
珍爱生命，远离赌博，朋
So
友
did
们。
Dodger take the flower to settle up?
Doubt it. Could have just made me bring it to him. And I would have. He's too lazy to do anything himself. But you know, mate, don't tell him I said that.
What's the meaning of this?
Your son's a thief. I'm bringing him to the guards for a chat. Unless he'll say where he hid the flower. Right now.
I told you, mate, I didn't do it.
Of course he didn't. Are you daft?
Now, this will be a bitter pill, I'm sure, but all signs are pointing to your son. Especially the most important sign of all. He had a motive. Now, time to come clean, Benny. Tell your mother about your debt. The card game you lost.
Please. You really think I don't know what's going on with my own son? He has nothing to do with this.
啊，他坚守自盗了。我知道，我知道。我们在过剧情的时候，现在这个抽奖不就把剧情给打破了吗？
It yielded enough to last for
不用
months.
反复提醒。
Bread, enough to feed the whole bazaar. But you know what Dodger would do if he got it? Sell it back to us for triple the price. We'd end up paying for our own flour. A cruel joke. All because of a stupid card game. We'd be ruined. I couldn't allow that. I wouldn't.
So, where is the flower?
Under the water tower. You must understand. It can't go to Dodger.
And why not? He won it fair and square.
Dodger? Fair and square? Hardly. He's a cheat. Everyone knows it. We just can't prove it. Okay. Say you're right. Is there a middle ground? Can we give him something else instead?
Someone like Dodger doesn't seem all that flexible.
He's got to be, mate. Talk to him, please. Ask him for more time. Anything. We're begging you.
Let me think about that.
You are our only hope.
Don't get melodramatic, Benny. The pilgrim knows what he's doing.
我们要准备回去跟道奇处理债务问题啊！在这之前啊，抽奖，好吧？现在给大家抽的这个奖品是《消逝的光芒2》啊 ，Steam 版本的这个激活码一个。我们开天选时刻，叫做《消逝的光芒2》，Steam 激活码。没事，哎，这个星座你也不用太拘谨。弹幕口令参加10分钟，粉丝勋章1级以上就可以抽，好吧？这要求实在不高吧？啊，我开那个送去审核了。准备氪金去见啊！你最好真的抽中，呵呵。当分母喽。粉丝勋章一般我这里直播间人最多的时候抽奖无非也就30个，没有超过了啊。所以考虑到这种情况的话，大家参加我这里抽奖的中奖概率都是吧？30分之一起步，多好。 大家记得没有粉丝牌的要领粉丝牌，没有粉丝牌的话抽不了奖的啊！我先声明啊，提醒了大家，不要到时又参加不了，那啥，对吧？那次不到10个吧，都没中。是啊，有的时候人少的时候，真的也就甚至不到10个人啊，超高概率。所以大家关注我们直播间，拿个粉丝勋章是不会亏的，因为人少呀，因为人少呀。嗯。
Take it easy.
我来看一看，应该审核完了吧？刷新一下。现在 B 站的这个天选时刻审核越来越慢了，再等一下吧。我们的家里机器说拿粉丝勋章是为了抽奖吗？是为了 KJ 真的吗？那你就把我们粉丝牌换上呀。那就麻烦你换一下粉丝牌，谢谢。现在天选还在审核。
What's so interesting?
What? Never mind. Wait, aren't you? Yes, I've seen you in action. You're not scared of the infected, are you? Even when roaming the streets at night.
开了。 天选开了，天选开了，朋友们，有粉丝牌就能参加，要求不高吧？已经开了啊，已经开了啊。
Have you been spying on me?
Of course, it's my job. Not everyone comes as close to the infected as you do. You must know a lot about them. That could be very useful.
Useful how?
Sorry, I haven't introduced myself.
这
The
先
free
生，
people call me Mr. Z. I went into hiding to devote my life to researching the infected and keeping records of everything we can learn about them. It's something we owe to future generations.
Interesting.
Yes, we must learn everything we can about all these monstrosities. This will help prepare our society for future challenges.
Well, tell me more about what you do.
There are so many species.
你看现在抽奖一共才11个人参加，
And I'm afraid
比抽那个 SS2 概率高多了。
the THV gen mod used in chemical bombings triggered uncontrollable mutations in the infected DNA. This spawned new types like screamers, suiciders, and goons, each more dangerous than the last.
这样啊，这就是变异咯。
What do you need me for?
要抓来研究吗？
Research, I need eyes in the field, but obviously, it's a dangerous job. Most of my people have gone missing. I've been watching you. With your experience, you could contribute greatly. Would you help?
谢谢自然可可送的逼克了，谢
so
谢。
far?
可以啊，什么任务啊？
Well, happy to. Your work
就是
seems
帮他
proven.
去找这种突变体吗？
Great.
还是什么？
Thank you.
啊，果然
Certainly, you've noticed what
更
happens
强壮、
with
更快、更敏
infecteds
捷、
after mutation. They become stronger,
更
faster,
高、更快、
and
更
more
强的
agile.
僵尸。
Have you encountered the type that can jump higher than others?
我听，更跳跃力更高是抱上女妖，哎，这个我知道
That'd
的。
be a banshee.
是的，
Yes, that's consistent with my research. What's interesting, they seem to be relatively
我记得
weak
上
and
次
their
偷偷跟
attack
B 站
methods
小编喝下
they
午茶，
usually
他说
retreat. I
抽天
learned
选的时候，
another
粉丝牌
infected
挂
type.
直播间
It's
对应的
very
粉丝牌的概率要
quite
抽到概率会
different
高
from
一
the
些。
others. It prefers to avoid humans. I know how that sounds.
就你有那个粉丝牌，你没挂出来也能抽，
Like that.
但概率会低一点。
Moreover, when retreating, it leaves tracks behind.
可能他跟
Do
我
you
说
know
的，
which infected I'm referring to?
习惯避开人类听起来不太自然，一定会那个什么撤退时脱缰者呀，就是怕人类的那个嘛，脱缰者啊，这我还真知道，脱缰者，脱缰者是害怕人类的。
It's a bolter, I believe.
嗯，
Yes, that tracks, so to speak.
这是知识竞赛吧？这个支线任务，
Complicated. I've received
怪异
reports
行为
about a type of infected that exhibits a bizarre behavior.
知识竞赛
Creates a toxic
有毒的武
mist
器
around other monsters, and some survivors believe that it even resurrects the dead, which is nonsense, obviously. Does that ring any bells?
狂嚎者、脱缰者肯定不是脱缰者，他叫狂嚎者还是亡灵啊？不对，应该是亡灵。狂嚎者很明显是晚上在那里叫的那个，但也肯定不是脱缰者，那个亡灵。
You're talking about a revenant.
That's the one I was talking
Yes.
about. My theory is that it evolved to develop a special organ that creates this toxic mist. It's incredible what the THV Genmod did to those creatures. Frightening and fascinating at the same time. And which type of infected would you say has the most explosive temper?
粉碎者、毁灭者。这个有点冲过来自杀的算不算火爆呢？不确定啊。应该是自杀者吧，我感觉都要爆炸了，
Suicider.
是吧？
Suicider it is.
啊，对
Better
了，
stay as
可以。
far away as possible from it. Well done. You really helped me. As a token of my appreciation, here's a weapon I crafted while I was still venturing in the field. I'm sure it will help you more than me. Oh, and check this out. I created this deck of cards a while back, featuring some of the most dangerous infecteds, to help people know and identify the threats.
这个人有点东西的呀。
Here's my favorite one, the Goon. You can have it. Take care, Aiden. See you around.